Well, it's Richard C. Wilson at the Family Office Club, and today we're doing an investor mandate interview with. Welcome, Jake.
Thanks for having me.
Sure. So, what type of an investor are you?
Yeah, so I recently sold my business, so I don't know about a new investor, but I'm looking for different types of cash flowing projects, and right now it's my own money, and hopefully we'll be able to expand that over the next 5 to 10 years and kind of grow from there.
Sure, great. And if you had to name one or two types of investments, you mentioned cash flow or yield being of interest. I know you have some deeper expertise in the qualified opportunity zone in the real estate space. So, does that mean that you actually are most hungry for real estate related deals, or are you actually, because you're relatively well set there, are you more hungry for operating businesses that are high yield or income producing?
Yeah, so my focus right now has been in opportunity zones, and I look at different types of projects. Some of them are in the real estate world. Um, the challenge with real estate in the opportunity zone is finding the right type of deal. There's so many out there, and there's so many projects out there. It's just kind of navigating that. So I'm looking for real estate in opportunity zones. I'm also looking for businesses in opportunity zones.
Hmm.
And my previous business was a technology business and more than a startup type of space. Um, so I'm trying to move a little bit away from that and try and focus on cash flowing projects versus like, you know, the startup mentality. But that's kind of my DNA and bread and butter. It's like, I know what it takes to start something from zero to grow it.
Right, right. So I would guess that because of the research you've done on the qualified opportunity zone laws and tax breaks, that perhaps you'd be able to even look at a company and then help them structure it for your own capital to come in, and it might help them with a follow-on investor or two. Or are you looking for ones that already have their act together? They have everything, their T's crossed, and they're ready for an investor just to come in and be under that structure.
It's more the first one, because of my quote unquote expertise. I wouldn't say like I'm a high level like accountant or lawyer in terms of opportunity zones. But as a business person, I can help navigate at least some businesses in opportunity zone space. I was looking at investment last week. Um, they were thinking about opportunity zones and making their project an opportunity zone project. They have all the right structures in place. They just have to execute and kind of figure out what the benefits are. And I was like, this is perfect for you. You have all the right uh, pieces in the place. You just need to kind of push it into the zone, and then to me, it just expands their investor pool. So, um, that's kind of what I'm looking for. Somebody who has some of their act together. It doesn't have to be fully running business, but if they have their act together and they can make it an opportunity zone, it just, to me, it gives the investors a little bit bigger of an opportunity to maximize their strategy as well as help the business.
Sure. I'm wondering, since you're a recently exited investor, you sold your business recently, a lot of people who maybe are part of the family office club would like to speak to 10 different Jakes to, get their deal done, to get to the next stage within their fund, et cetera. Do you have any advice or insights on, since the exit, many people maybe have tried to contact you, and then you have observed other third party organizations, what has what have you gravitated towards and why, and what breaks through all the noise in your email inbox? Like, what gets you to call someone, email someone back, and over just an email or some light communication, it kind of de-risks things for you, and you say, okay, this is a person I could work with, or this is a group I could associate with.
Yeah, that's a really good question. So, from the business, when I come from like a business and starting from a business perspective, um, the investor and the investor capital was always like kind of like the holy grail side of things, right? And it's like, oh,
Right.
I'm talking to investors. It's a big deal. Um, Once I exited and started to like dive into the other side and the investor side, it was kind of um, interesting to see how little of a plan most people had. So,
Right.
I came a lot across your content and some other content where it's like, hey, listen, here's what you need to do. This, running an investment fund, running a family office is running a business, and there's, marketing, there's sales, there's accounting, and all that kind of stuff, part of, involved. So, to me, talking to the direct owner is always really, really helpful. I like talking to investor relations people, but what breaks through the noise is, talking to the IR person and talking to usually the person who started the fund. Really good marketing is not is the wrong kind of concept, but like somebody who gives me a professional type of deck and makes it really simple and easy to understand the investment, that's really helpful for me.
Sure.
And then looking at businesses and private equity deals where I can see some real growth and kind of sync with my expertise. So like I'm not in the energy sector, I'm not in the medical sector, so I don't know that much about those
Sure.
industries. So I typically don't look at those types of businesses. I mean, then they might be really good businesses. I just don't look at them. Anything that's hot or I understand. Anything
Right.
internet related, cannabis related, actually, real
Because you
estate
exited
related.
an ad tech related business. Is that right?
Yeah, ad tech related. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Which reminds me, I have to connect you to my client up in the Northeast. Just kind of a side note that has a large media company. They understand that space well, and they have their exit in the media advertising space. You guys should be speaking to each other and trading notes.
That'd be great.
So I'll make sure and do that as a follow up to this interview. But yeah, that's great. I think that's going to be helpful in case someone's listening here and they have an investment related to your background. And it's something people should pull out of what you just said and know that that's true with almost all investors. They'd rather invest in something they know very well, or they feel much more comfortable if they're not from the ad tech space, they're from manufacturing, but they've got a buddy named who can help due diligence a deal, who's not biased. You're just being brought in, and then you not only maybe like it, but put in a little bit of your money. It makes the manufacturing family more at ease, if they trust you.
That's when I talk about cannabis, right? Like, it's not really my cup of tea. Meaning, like, I don't know anything about it. But I do have a friend who happens to have been a cannabis banker for the last like 10 years and, knows the ins and outs. So that,
Right.
He can help me navigate around those things.
Right. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. And we've been seeing that with the, we were just talking before we pushed record of the dental clinic chain we're doing due diligence on, or having four dentists look at it first. With the assisted senior living facilities we're looking at by chance. One of the dentist doctors actually that we're working with has assisted living facilities that he owns and runs. So he's helping us look at due diligence on that. I mean, I've never been a dentist. I've never run a senior living facility. So you and I could stare at it all day long and come up with our own opinion, but it just makes everyone sleep better at night knowing that you have some qualified, whether or not they're a true expert, at least they're a relative expert compared to the average investor,
Yeah.
it helps a lot. All right, great. Well, I think up enough of your morning here. If anyone needs to get a hold of Jake, please let us know and let me know directly, and we can help get you connected to him. And once we have live events again, I'm sure we'll be able to see Jake at one of those, and then hopefully we'll be able to have you on one of our discussion panels throughout the summer. So I appreciate your time here today.
All right. Great. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.